Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Lou. If you're new, welcome to my channel. If you guys like what you see, which I know you will, please make sure you press the subscribe button that's down below, as well as the bell notification, so you guys are notified every single time that I post a new video. Now, as you guys can tell about this title, and we are over with the month of, what month are we in? Of March? Yeah, we're done with the month of March, and you guys already know what that means. And we're gonna be doing a just kind of like a recap. Now, before I even just get into anything, I didn't write anything down on what topics I'm gonna touch and what I'm not. It's gonna be pretty quick because they're always pretty quick because there's nothing to really go too deep into. But yeah, last month actually we did okay. We didn't do as good as last month, but this month we actually did a little bit over 12, almost 13,000 in total. It was like $12,700, which honestly I am good with. Like, I'm not gonna go crazy because it wasn't higher than last month and stuff like that. I mean, especially since we're still in first quarter, that's still pretty good, because during first quarter, you guys already know that like people already spent like all their money and stuff like that, the ending of last year. So me getting these numbers is still pretty good to me. Like, I'm not tripping about them. And honestly, my goal every month is to get at least gross revenue of 10,000, and I've been doing above 10,000, so honestly I cannot complain. But it was a little bit lower than last month. Go into why it was a little bit lower this month than it was last month. But before I do that, even though it was a little bit lower, my store sessions was really good. Like, it went up 16% because I had a total of 6,647 people visit my website, and a lot of that has to do with TikTok, which I am gonna also touch a little bit later on. But the store session did pretty good. The average online conversion rate was 1.46, which is okay. It did go down a little bit from last time, but it's still within the range, which is still pretty good to me. But now let me go actually into the reason why I personally think, and me by looking at the data, why I do think that, you know, the amount that I got this month was a little bit lower than last month. And that was because last month I was not taking any type of wig orders. I didn't take no wig orders. The only thing that was on my site was my ebooks and my tutorials. The amount for the ebooks and tutorials are far less than you purchasing a wig. Honestly, one wig can equal up to like probably like 10 tutorials. Let me quickly do the math because I really want to know. So yeah, that's about like roughly like one wig will equal up to about like 10 to like 15 tutorials and stuff like that. So that was the reason why the numbers weren't as high, or my conversion rate was a little bit lower, because a lot of people were purchasing my ebooks and tutorials instead of actually purchasing, like, you know, the big bulk wigs, which cost like $300 up. So of course it's going to be a little bit less. But even though I did not have any of the even though I didn't have any of my wigs available, like I said, I did have the ebooks and stuff, and I actually have been posting on like TikTok and stuff like that. So even though I wasn't selling wigs, I kind of wanted to make it my, I don't want to say my business, but I wanted to make it a priority for me to advertise my, you know, ebooks and tutorials. So I was doing that a lot on TikTok, and I also was doing that on my business page. So even though people weren't able to buy, you know, the wigs, but they were still able to purchase, you know, like something on my website. They would still be able to purchase like the ebook tutorials and the wig customization and stuff like that, so, which is pretty good. And honestly, you guys, my goal was around like 3,000 to 4,000 from just mainly the tutorials and stuff, which honestly I did meet that goal, which I'm very happy about. Now, it was not easy because it was a lot of posting, like it was a lot of content creating, because you have to have the content ready, because if you don't post, you're not gonna have anybody come on your site to, like, you know, purchase and stuff like that. So I had to be like very adamant. Even me posting the way that I did and getting like the goal that I want, even then I didn't even post every day. I did not post every day. I tried to do the 3 times a day thing. I cannot do it. I do not have enough content for me to spread out for three for once a day. Like, no. So I try to at least do one. Sometimes I'll do like 2, but majority of the time it's like I try to at least post 1 a day, and if it did pretty good, that means that I'd get some type of sale. And I did break that in. I break that number that I wanted to get from the ebooks and tutorials. Since I wanted $3,000 to $4,000 from the ebooks and tutorials, I actually broke that down, and what that looked like in daily, I had to at least get at least 150. Yeah, I had to have 150, which was about like 4 to 5 ebooks and tutorials that I had to sell to make that, you know, amount. So that was my goal every single day, to try to at least make that. Throughout that whole time, I kind of was already like above what I had to make for that day, or that overall week, which was pretty good. So, but I was still like posting and stuff like that. So, and what I love about ebooks is, in the tutorials, is that you don't have to like actually do physical labor. Like, yes, you have to upfront, you have to write the ebook, or you have to do the tutorials and stuff like that, but after you put it on the website, it's damn near like passive income. It's passive income, but I mean, yeah, you still kind of have to, like, you know, advertising and stuff like that, but as in like doing actual physical work to get that money, you don't have to do that, because it's like, you know, digital download and stuff like that, which I absolutely love. And I feel like that's really something that I really want to just start taking really serious about it, because what I realized was I did do a wig restock. I restocked about 25 wigs. It did good. I reached the goal that I needed to go. I have about like 4 to 5 wigs on the website still, which honestly I really, if they're on the website, whoever want to come and purchase them, they can if they want to. The wigs are not gonna expire, so I don't have to really worry about them and stuff like that. Even if it takes a couple of weeks to sell, I'm fine with that. I already made, like, you know, my initial investment and plus more, so I was okay with, you know, not selling out. You don't always have to sell out of the product. Like, yeah, that would be pretty good if you do, but if you sell majority of your units, I mean, there's nothing for me to complain. I made my money back and then some, so I wasn't really like tripping about, like, you know, not selling out. And of course, you guys, when you guys always see the sellout, always keep in mind, some of the times a lot of people, they don't have that much stuff in stock. That's why they're able to sell out. And I watched a TikTok that was actually like, we're talking about that. Like, she was like, oh, she was able to grow her business because she basically lied and said that she would restock about like 5 wigs or stuff like that, and then she would say she sell out. Like, you get it? Like, and then so like the more you're able to, like, your company sells out, I guess the more that, you know, people are gonna be like, okay, like, people are actually like really messing with my product, and like it's gonna get people like a little bit invested, because, you know, a lot of people are wanting it and the business is selling out. So I mean, I get it in that sense, but just for your, you know, sanity and stuff like that, and for you not to, if you do happen to compare, which I don't think you should be comparing, but you're like, oh my god, I didn't sell out and stuff like that, but you did not know how much that person even, you know, have on the website for them to actually sell out. So I just wanted to put that out there and stuff like that. But that was pretty good. But for me to do those 25 wigs, honestly, guys, I did it within a week and a half. No, I did it a week and like 2 days, a week and 2 days that I had to make 25 wigs. I try to do at least 5 wigs a day. Yeah, I try to do at least 4 to 5 wigs a day, because sometimes I was a little bit lazy and I did not feel like, you know, pushing myself to do that extra wig, because I was tired. And one thing I really realized when it comes to wig restock, I have to order the hair way earlier, and also I have to be able to cut off my website, because I'm not able to start my, like, the wig restock if I still have orders that I didn't fulfill yet, that people already paid for, that still need to get like customized and shipped and stuff like that. So I know for a fact, for next time when I am gonna do another wig restock, that I am actually gonna cut off me actually, you know, getting orders from my website from other people, just so I can have enough time for me not to be scrambling trying to do 5 wigs a day, which is very draining, especially when it comes to like my back be killing me, okay, my back and my fingers and stuff like that. So it would kind of just give me a little bit more wiggle room for me to, you know, have time for me to, you know, do the wigs, take the content pictures, upload them on the website, and then, you know, like all those extra little things, those things take time. And when you just give yourself just about a week and 2 days for you to do 25 wigs, which is a lot, it's a lot of stress, okay? So just to put that out there, which is something that I for sure have learned. Like I did that on Black Friday also. Like I don't know why I didn't learn my lesson, but for sure I'm learning my lesson. Next time I am gonna be a little bit more calculated about when I do do another wig restock, just to give myself enough time cushion for me to be able to make the wigs. But like I was saying, like for me to do 25 wigs, that it takes so much work, like for me to pluck them, for me to bleach them, for me to style them, like all those things. Like one wig can honestly take me about 5 hours, sometimes 6, which is crazy because sometimes I do need to color the wigs and stuff like that. And yes, I still give myself a good amount, like for me to get like profit wise, like from the ratio from how much the hair is and how much I charge for me to for me to charge for my work and stuff like that. I still feel like it does not equate to the amount of time that I actually put into those wigs. Because if we're being technical, like if I wanted to get paid $50 an hour, like for instance I do $50 an hour, and on average I spend about 5 hours on one wig, times that by 5, that's already $250. So I am within that range, but within that $250 I have to make sure that I include, if I take out shipping, which is another $12, if I take out the packages that it took me for me to buy and, you know, ship those, that's like another like $5. And like shipping from my actual vendor, like all those things go into that, you know, $250. So I just feel like it does not equate. Like don't get me wrong, like I just came to the realization that, like, I mean, like I love doing it, so eventually I am gonna increase the price like $5-10, just slowly, just so it could be like worth the time. But like me physically doing the work, I'm actually getting really tired, and it's a very repetitive work. And me personally, when I start getting tired of doing something all the time, or when something starts feeling repetitive, I don't want to do it anymore, which honestly is not a good habit or a good trait to have. But I feel like that's just not me. That's also a lot of people. Like people, even when I was working my 9-to-5, like I felt like my life was very repetitive. Like I just go to work, come back, sleep, and then wake up, get ready, and go back to work. So like my life was repetitive also. So it's not just doing the wigs, but I just felt like I just needed to give myself a break, which I did this month. I'm not selling any wigs this month. I'm probably just gonna focus on bringing out new ebooks and stuff like that on the website, and then like promoting those and just make money from that way for this month. And I know for a fact next month is not gonna be the same amount. I'm pretty sure I might not even reach the 10K mark, which honestly I'm okay about, because you guys, when I say 10K as like overall revenue, that's not how much that I'm taking home. Like most of that, it comes from, like, I have to purchase the hair first, and then I do what I have to do, and then I get whatever remaining, you know, balance is left with that after I buy the wig. It's not the full amount. So imagine I have to put all those hours and the backache, my fingers hurting, into the wigs just to get the 4,500, when in reality I could have just promoted my ebooks and tutorials really heavily and still make that same amount. So even though this month I did not make as much as last month, profit wise I actually made more than I did last month, because again, you guys, actually no, I kind of make around the same amount, but the amount of work that I put in was totally, like, it was different. And it was less work, if you guys get. I hope you guys are like getting what I'm trying to say. But with the ebooks, it's a little bit less work, and with me having to physically do wigs, if I'm able to get the same thing, of course I would rather just do more ebooks and tutorials and have them on the website and promote those, which is something that I really started to see, and it's just a little bit more easier for me. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna go ahead and just stop doing wigs, but if I feel like I need a break, I'm not gonna like force myself to, like, you know, make wigs and stuff like that. So if anything, I'll just stop and just focus on the ebooks, or especially now I'm trying to drop a I'm trying to drop an ebook at least once a month, which is something that I'm actually gonna do this month. I'm having, like, I think I'm gonna have a tutorial and an ebook drop this month, which is good. I'm gonna just promote those and then see how those go. I do have other things that I am like working on. I'm not gonna put them on, you know, I'm not gonna tell you guys yet, and not just to be like, oh my god, I don't want to tell you guys, but it's more so like I kind of want to get whatever I'm trying to do established first before I even like, you know, dip my feet or just say anything about it. And of course, when it comes to like, you know, things that you're doing, you don't want to just speak too soon, and then like, you know, anything can happen and stuff like that, or people just mad haters and, you know, things happen. So me currently, I'm not just looking as wigs, like my wig business, I want to look at it as it's something that I was able to get income from, and then I'm able to invest it in something even more, because I don't have to limit myself to just making wigs the rest of my life. Like I want to do like Airbnb, I want to do car rentals, I want to do a lot of different things. So like I don't want to limit myself to just that. And of course, you should not limit the amount of income you get. Like I personally want to work less and still be able to get more money, if that makes sense. So this year I really want to focus on investing my money properly. And even though, yeah, of course, I still gonna leave money in the, like, savings for my business and not just drain it out, but I am gonna, like, you know, put my money in certain areas that, you know, that I'll be able to, like, you know, grow it even more, because the more income the better. So that's really what I've been focusing on. And of course, I don't want things to make it seem like it's like, yes, this is my job, but I just don't want to get burnt out from it, especially when it even comes to YouTube. Like I felt like I burnt out from YouTube, because it's like, okay, it's repetitive, like it is what it is, like it's cool and all, but it's starting to feel like a job, and honestly I don't like it. I really used to think when people said that, they're like, okay, you're talking too much, you're being stupid. But in reality, that's how it is. Like when something starts feeling like a job, it's less enjoyable. Like I feel like I don't, like, yes, I can have a passion for it, like I have a passion for making wigs, but like when it's like a job and it's like it's something that I have to do just to make money, it just becomes less enjoyable, because that is something that I love to do. So when I do start feeling like that, I'll just, you know, take a step back and, you know, just refrain my thought and stuff like that, and not just I'll have other sources of income to be able to, like, you know, have the months that I don't want to make wigs, just cover that and stuff like that. I hope that makes sense. But that's where we are for this month's update. Yeah, but let me know in the comments down below how your month went. Did it go good? Did it go bad? What are some new things that you guys learned this month? And again, I kind of wanted to update you guys on my TikTok, because I think I told you guys that I was going to update you guys this month on like growing wise, to see how it's going. It's slowly growing, like slowly but surely. I believe if I did post a little bit more consistent, it kind of would have grown a little bit more faster. But it is what it is. Creating content is like it's a lot of work. So slowly but surely, today we are currently sitting at 42. Can you guys see it? We're currently sitting at 4,200, and I'll have my TikTok down below, or you guys can go ahead and follow me on the screen. And my TikTok, I don't want to make it just revolve strictly on business, because I do want it to be like a fun platform. I don't want it just to be another business platform. I just want to be able to showcase the things that I do and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a little bit of every different type of content on there, not just strictly business, because at that point I'm just like, okay, this is work, this is not even funny anymore, because I do want to make it more fun. But again, I told you guys my goal for TikTok is 10K, but I think it's very much possible. So we're gonna see how that goes. But I'll update you guys again next month to see how much we grown. Hopefully by next month we are at 5K, a little bit above 5K. At least grow at least 1K every single month, which would be pretty good. So by the end of the year, I guess I'd be at 10K, which is honestly is very low, because you can grow, one video can go viral and grow your TikTok up to 10K in like a day or two. So I just got to keep posting content and stuff like that, which is something that I plan to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you loves in my next video. Bye.